what the child is going to do. A child who is thinking that he'll be a pilot will end up becoming a doctor. And not because he has sudden fear of death in plane crash, but because he passed in NEET. Face it. He wants to become a pilot, but because of entrance test. So the concepts, if concepts are clear, he can sit in any entrance exam and clear it. That's what the parents have understood now. And unfortunately, the problem in concept learning is that it is not measurable as easy as it is rote learning. So if we say rote learning, you can put on the question paper, they pass it. In concept learning, it's difficult. Not only that, teaching is even difficult. Even the measurement, like assessment is difficult, but teaching is even more difficult. Then we have physical and mental upbringing. So now this is another aspect suddenly has come up in quality of education, is that the child should not only pass, but should be strong mentally and physically. So what happened last year was #1 ranker in Tamil Nadu, topper, board topper, did suicide. You know the story? Because she didn't get into NEET. She didn't clear NEET. She didn't get admission into doctor. She wanted to become a doctor. She was getting admission in some other place in engineering. She said, no, I want to be a doctor. And she was topper, #1 in Tamil Nadu board. In NEET, she flunked and she did suicide. And she was not the only one. Next, there are many other cases. Now, so is that end of the life if she doesn't become a doctor? You know? So, we are wanting to create children who can withstand failures. You know, they shouldn't be mentally so weak, and their expectation need to be set right. So what also happened is there is overweight children. They have there is also a problem with fitness, physical fitness. They cannot even, like, they are a board topper, but they are like so much overweight that they have lifestyle diseases. So these are some expectations from the school that your child should be mentally and physically fit. So I would like to talk to you about this suicide case. In my batch, when I passed out, we had a top ranker, and 5 years after we had passed out from Udgam, she committed suicide. She was the board topper in 12th Commerce. So 5 years, pretty long time, but you know, there is something grossly wrong in this picture. So we need to make our children so strong, at least that they can take life, the challenges life throws at them. Remedial education. Yeah, this is the remedy, not education about remedies. It is remedies implemented in education. So failing students are, suppose students are failing, now it is not students' fault anymore. Suddenly it has become school's fault. So now we have to take action that students do not fail. Yes, we saw Sarmishta ma'am's presentation in which she said that the child was having 0 marks. This is a student failure. But a child having 30 marks and passing in tuition classes, whose failure is that? This is point to ponder upon. Anyways, so we need, suddenly we need to take care of remedial education, and this is a secondary requirement, not a primary one. Remember, most schools do not have remedial education, but those schools which have quality education, they have. So, innovation. Innovation in a school, in a good school, is required. But this is what happens. It happens in our school. So we have, so this is me. I kill ideas. satisfactory. Rather than killing people, it's like. So this is what happens when there is a brilliant idea. It goes up the management chain, and then everybody has their own vision of what is called a good idea, and then there goes your idea. But never mind. This is what we have to understand. But what is important is innovation is a key to good school. All good schools are innovative. Either they are speaking, like either they do innovation in teaching, either they do innovation in infrastructure, either they do innovation in activities. They stand for certain values, and then they really fight about it. Financially sound. So what is this quality of education to do with financially sound? So what I have seen is many schools, like I said, don't do salary on time. Okay, there are a lot of schools in the country which are not financially sound. They may be giving a very less fee structure, or they have other issues. They may have a debt, they may have unforeseen liability, whatever may be the case. But if the school has to give quality education, they need to be financially sound. And like vendors need to be paid on time, teachers need to be paid on time. Otherwise, eventually the quality will suffer. Tertiary aspects of quality. Now we are going one step ahead. We saw primary, we saw secondary. Now let us go. What are the even better schools? What they do? So we have McDonald's. Okay, so we have brand association. So when we go to McDonald's, how many of you have not gone to McDonald's ever? Pratima Ben, secret of her unki tandurasti ka raaz, don't go to McDonald's. Okay, so there are a few. Now, if any of you go to McDonald's and ask for a masala dosa, what will you get? We all know that they will not get masala dosa, right? Because the brand is associated with burgers. Don't go and expect vada pav from them. It's very clear. It is associated with fast service, cleanliness. It is associated with children's entertainment. They have this toy thing. One of the world's largest toy retailer is McDonald's because of that Happy Meal. They sell more toys than any toy vendor, free with the package. So, just put your school name in middle. What do you stand for? And all quality schools stand for a lot of things. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows that don't go to Udgam school for Gujarati medium education, right? Don't go to government school for CBSE education, except if that is a KV. So we know that what this brand stands for and what it delivers. It is a solid brand association. Okay, so adapting to changing needs. So this is important aspect of quality. How many of your cars have auto gear? Raise your hand. Okay, not many, but yes, many as compared to 5 years ago. 5 years ago, there were zero cars with auto gear. Today, auto gear has become the norm, and all cars have an auto gear option. If there is not auto gear, that is AMT, which is almost auto gear. But do you know about pesticides in soft drinks? What happened then? Are there pesticides in soft drinks right now? Debatable question. We can't taste them. Yeah, so, but this is something everybody knows. What happened with Maggi? Is there MSG right now in Maggi? No, there is not. But all the thing was taken and it was burnt, and there was a big public mess which Nestle had to handle because of MSG in Maggi. So what happens is, as people become aware, what is going on right now in education? Can anybody tell what is similar thing? Can anybody tell me? I can't hear actually. Fire safety. Huh? Yes, so now suddenly fire safety is our MSG. So we'll have to burn schools who do not have fire safety. So suddenly the market has changed. So 5 years ago, nobody was worried about fire safety. People were worried about something else. 2 years ago, in fact, in last ATC, last year, we had talking about fees, FRC. But today, the cheese has moved, as we say in that book, Who Moved My Cheese. But anyways, today, our goals are different. Today, we are talking about fire safety. So you, as an individual, need to adapt to the market, or you will be out of the market. The market demands changing. So, okay, if there is a fire, how many of you are confident that you will be able to save your class? Raise your hand. Okay. All those raised hand, meet me outside. Anyways. The point is, everybody needs to raise their hands in this question. It's not an option anymore. Today, as I speak today, there is this headline in the newspaper that, oh my God, so many schools will open without fire safety certificate. For thousands of millions of years, this school did not have fire safety certificate. But this year, it is suddenly so important. This is the market. I'm not criticizing. This is today it is fire certificate, tomorrow it will be something else. Yesterday it was something else, and day before it was something else. Every day, the market will change. A good school adapts, and a good teacher adapts more. Yeah, so social development. So this is what is another thing, going ahead from mental and physical well-being of the individual student. We are talking about student individual performance in groups of, like, in social groups. So we are having like hitting, bullying, teasing, verbal abuse, non-cooperative behavior, hostile. These are kind of students we had when we were studying in the school. We were okay with them. But now it is not. Our tolerance level is way down, and we want people who cooperate with each other, who care for somebody else, that how would the other person feel. This is something what is expected from our students. Oh my God. And then there is special education. Special education, students earlier were safely taken to special schools, and it was not a big problem. Now, suddenly the government has realized, psychologists have realized, that special children work best in mainstream education. So we have to house special children. So like she said, CWSN, this was something which was framed by CBSE, that you have children with special needs, we will give liberty, but don't throw them out. You cannot deny a child admission if there is if they are solely based on the fact that they are special. So it's a big thing now. Again, it's changing. And now it's like inclusive education. Yeah. Then we have humiliation punishment. Oh my God. So we have this issue. We cannot punish as we used to before. Right? Tell me, were you punished when you were a student in ways which are not allowed for you to punish them? Says, oh, this is such an injustice. हमें punishment मिला पर हम दे नहीं सकते. So we have to be like that shock absorber. So like she was saying in the morning, that there is this 19th century education that we have got, and we have to deliver 21st century. So first we have to invent time travel machine. We have to undo what was done with us, and then we can do something better. So till then, don't expect anything. Okay, so now, since this is what I wanted to talk to you about, like what are the aspects. After lunch, we'll be talking further what harms the quality of school. So अभी हमें पता चल गया कि क्या होता है इस पे. But now why are we not able to deliver that? And most things what I told her, everybody knew. Most of you knew most of the things. Am I right? So let us talk about after having a good lunch and like, you know, when your defenses are down, I will tell you what harms and how we can improve. Okay, I have one more important thing to tell you. We have WhatsApp group of all the various schools. If you have questions, we'll be meeting after like an hour. So if you have questions while you are standing in the queue to get your food or afterwards, you can type that question in the group and I'll relate it to anything what I have said, anything related to other things and which has been said today or whenever. And I'll try to address it in the coming session. So you can type it in the group and if found relevant or useful for everybody, I will definitely answer that. So for Udgam school, we have I have enabled the typing, like sending messages for just for today. This HR department is like so adamant on that. They have the reason why they don't allow